Hi, and welcome back to Crazy Awesome Journey. My name's Sandy, and if you're old school, welcome back. I'm gonna start calling you my awesome friends, okay? Because crazy awesome journey. Yeah. So, and if you're new, this is a place of non-perfection. This is a place of sometimes struggle because that's life. Um, I have some, like everybody. I have some issues. Boy, do I have some issues. But yeah, I mean, I get migraines and seizures and ADD, and that's just part of my life. And you have your own set of issues to deal with. So, and I just thought I'd make it real. Okay, perfection's overrated. So we don't do perfection here. That's it. So anyhow, what's for today? Today is day after the weekend. Now Jim has an odd weekend, um, so that means the house is a mess because we were running around. It's also his birthday. Happy birthday, honey. Um, so I have to come up with kind of a nice dinner plan and a dessert plan. And I'm not sure. I have to check to see what I have, and I'll bring you along to see if we have all the ingredients. Because did I plan ahead? It's not like I didn't know what day it was. At any rate, I'm hoping I have enough powdered sugar so I can like make a frosting, make a cake. If not, I have a plan B. But what's for dinner? Again, what's for dinner? I'm thinking maybe like like those country ribs that I like to make in the air fryer. He likes barbecue. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but we'll figure it out again. I've got cleaning. I already made the bed. I got like a blanket, like a throw blanket from the living room into the washer right now. So I have a few loads of laundry to do. Kitchen. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's for me it's mostly a tidy because I don't have little kids running around my house right now. Used to, so I understand, you know. But so no pressure there. No, don't put yourself under too much pressure. It's hard enough being a parent. It's hard enough being a parent when you don't. It's not like they come with a book. I always say that they had 9 months on us. They they were in there reading the manual on how to get over on your folks before they came out. And every time I thought I figured it out, it's like they're like, "Oh, she figured that out. Okay, move on to the next one." And they were a challenge. I love them more than anything on the earth, though. I mean, it's an uncomparable love. Oh, it's an uncomparable love. So at any rate, that's the only thing that matters, right? Loving your kids, loving your family. Love's the only thing that really truly matters in life. Everything else is secondary, at least. Sometimes it doesn't even make my list. So I just thought I'd tell you what the pressure I have on me today, and that's to figure out dinner and figure out what I'm going to make for him for dessert. And maybe I'll actually even set the table and we'll do something nice. Maybe not. You know how it is with me. I get to a certain point, run out of energy. It's like, oh well, this is it. Okay, so what else do we have? I think I actually wrote notes. There was like 4 things on there, and I needed to write notes. But yeah, let's see if we have any powdered sugar for dessert, because I think besides cleaning, dessert's going to have to come first. Oh, and figuring out what's for dinner. Right now, I'm leaning to the ribs. You know what? That might be good. I have some like sweet potato fries. So barbecued ribs with some sweet potato fries. All right, it's not like a steak dinner. Okay, but I didn't buy steak. I don't have it in my freezer. So you'll work with what you got. All right, so let's see what we have. So let's get going on our day. All right, so what's in the freezer? See, it's nicely packed. I like that in a freezer, nicely packed. I have ground beef. What are these guys? Are these them? No, these are regular ribs. I ain't doing those. That'll take all day long. Aha! There they are. There they are. Ugh. Let's see. Get in there. Ice pack. All right. I can't close this thing all the way because if I do, it'll be 5 minutes before I can open it back up again. Not used to doing things one-handed. All right, hold on. And like magic, it opened all by itself. All right, the ribs. Let's put them back. All right, back in there. All right, now I can shut it. We've named the freezer Frank. Don't ask me why, because it began with an F, I suppose. But, okay. Look, see all this mess? I didn't turn on the light. I thought it'd be too scary if I turned on the light. I guess I'll have to now. All right. Do I have any powdered sugar? This is the key. This is the key for the morning, the night, the day. Oh, look at that. Oh, you know what? Did you see what I saw? I'm like, I have no powdered sugar. But girlfriend always has baking. All right, so we're making a cake. Well, we are right now. We're making a cake. And he does like peanut butter. So I think maybe I'll make peanut butter frosting. I don't have all the ingredients that I have for my my favorite chocolate cake. Maybe I have something. Maybe this has got in it. This is a good recipe too, I think. On the back of the Hershey's Cocoa, that's a usually decent chocolate cake if you ever want it. I usually like to use like sour milk. You ever add sour milk or sour cream to your chocolate cake? It is amazing. Okay, so I think we got it. Now the question is, do I make a chocolate cake with peanut butter frosting, which means I probably won't eat it because I'm not a fan of Reese's, or do I make a yellow cake with peanut butter frosting? Because he loves peanut butter, he loves Reese's. And if I make a whole cake, then, you know, there's only one person eating it, and that'll be like forever to get rid of. I could do like a yellow cake with a peanut butter frosting, and maybe some sort of chocolate frosting. No, I'm a liar. I'm a liar. All right, yellow cake, peanut butter frosting, because I have a great peanut butter frosting recipe. It's like not overly peanut buttery, but just gently peanut buttery, and then maybe some sort of chocolate accent that I could get around, you know. All right, we're working on a plan. Stay tuned to find out what we really do. All right, moving along. All right, let's go trade that. I'm gonna have to trade over the load of it's just one blanket. I'm gonna trade the blanket over, and then I'm gonna put another load in, and I'm gonna sit down, rest, get some water, because I'm sweating already. Sweating, and I need some energy to make a cake. So I decided to do a yellow cake. So I have greased and floured my pans. I also I'm using parchment paper because it's insurance. Okay, it's insurance. So I just draw a line around it, around the base, and I will just stick these guys in the bottom of the pans because I don't want to go through all that trouble and still have it stick. And it's still a possibility. With parchment, however, it's an insurance policy. The other thing is it requires 8 egg yolks. So I've got 6 of them already separated, 6 eggs already separated. And I got to do the other 2. So let's do that. So I like to tap all the way around the edge. I cut this short for you because this can be a slightly time consuming. All right, come on. All right, there you go. Plop. Next. So I like to have a nice edge, So it doesn't poke a hole in my yolk. Yeah, this cake calls for 8 yolks. There you go. Which is a lot of yolks, I might add. I will put this in the fridge. I will use that for probably like an angel food cake or something. In the meantime, let's clean up the mess. So the first thing we're going to do is do the dry ingredients. So I'm going to give you a screenshot because I'm not that good at whatever you want to call it. It is, the links. I'm not good at links. That's what I'm not good at. I'm not good at speaking either. But so this is David's yellow cake off of All Recipes. I got it a while ago. It's a very rich, cake because it has all those egg yolks. So I'm going to do the dries first, and that is 2 cups of cake flour. So I have cake flour. Yes, I have cake flour. This one's even open. It expired. This one expired 10 years ago, so she ain't using that. Can you tell it's been a while since I made a layer cake? This one was expired on the 2014, so hasta la vista, baby. Alright, so I'm just going to use all purpose. That's what I got. What do I need? What do I need? I need 2 cups of flour. The only difference is it's going to be not as fluffy, not as light and tender. It'll still do a good job. Oh, hold on. I need a knife. And yes, I'm excusing you. That makes no sense to you, but that's okay. It made perfect sense to me. The tripod was kind of in the way. So, but that's right. You're never in my way. Just letting you know. All right. So there's that. What else do I need? I need 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Did I get my teaspoons out? Nope. All right, what is this? It's a teaspoon. Hey, how lucky. First grab. Oh. All right, teaspoons. Where's my little thingy bottle? All right. Seriously, folks. No, you are not allowed to play. All right, over here. All right. So, I need 2 of these jugars. So, one. I say that so to remind myself I'm on 1. And yeah, I do need that reminder. And twosies. don't like clumps, so I use this thing. All right, so what do I need? I need a halfer. A half a salt. Don't need that for salt. All right, I think I'm good. So, give myself a little whisk. Oop. Make myself a little mess. That's all right. All right, so good enough. So now we're going to work with the wet, all right? And we will go to the mixer. I usually keep the butter in the refrigerator, so I have to put it in the microwave for 7 to 10 seconds. That usually warms it up just enough to work with it. It calls for 2 sticks of butter. I'm now putting in 1.5 cups of sugar. Now let's just get that baby whirling. Get it all mixed up nice and creamy. Now it's time for the 8 egg yolks. And I know technically you should put them in one at a time, but I put them in slowly. That's probably good enough, right? Right, good enough. We need some milk, 3/4 cup. Here we go. Feeling cramped. I figured, you know what, this is his birthday cake. We're going to go whole hog on the good stuff here with this cake. There we go. These days, this is an expensive cake too. Oh, it just looks like it broke, doesn't it? That's not good. Look at that. That looks like it broke. But you know what we're gonna do? Well, we're just gonna work with it. Cause you know what I didn't do? I didn't read the darn directions, and I know better than this. Ugh. You're supposed to intermingle some flour, and that's probably the problem. So, learn from my mistakes. The wise person learns from somebody else's mistakes. This is what we do here. Oh yeah, it's broken. Now, we're going to still work with it, because I have faith. Sometimes it works, and sometimes it doesn't. It's kind of looking better, but, hey. Remember to all those people I said, hey, we do not do perfection here? I wasn't kidding. Not messy. So now I need 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla. These are all ready. Because we're exact, like it's going to matter after this, but. crossing your fingers works. That don't look so bad. All right, well. I don't like to do a lot of mixing once the flour gets in there because it toughens it up because there's gluten in the flour. So I'll give it a quick whirl. Good enough. You know our motto here. Good enough. All right, let's get it into the pans, all right? All right, just gonna get this extra batter off. Waste not, want not, right? So, when's the last time you made a cake? I mean, like a two-layer cake. It's been a while, as you can tell, with that cake flour being as old as it was. But there was a lot of reasons. I mean, we moved a couple of times. Yeah. So, and I just didn't, the last place I worked. Yeah, I didn't work. Oh, I guess I worked there. I don't know. The last place I lived, it was very tiny place. I didn't even have a real oven. I had a half an oven. Speaking of half, let's see if I can get half of this in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's one in here. I mean, I could weigh it, but, And I have, I'll be honest, I have. Like, if I've made a nice cake for somebody else, I have weighed it. I'm hoping. I wasn't paying attention, I was chit-chatting. I'm hoping I'm about even. What we got here. Smear it all out. Well, it seems like it's ready, so pop these guys in. I put them in the middle of the oven. Alright, this says to cook it for, bake it for, whatever, cook, bake, it's kind of the same thing. 25 to 30 minutes. Okay, timer. Okay, so they're out, they're cooled, all right. My little trick worked very well. I'm gonna let it sit on its crown. It's actually not too crowned up, not too domed, which is nice. I'll pull that off. All right. Now we're gonna make our peanut butter frosting. I'll show you the recipe. Let's get going on that. All right, so here's the recipe. Peanut butter frosting. Where did I get it? I'm not too sure. But based on the facts, it says Land O'Lakes. I'm assuming it's a Land O'Lakes recipe. Basically you're just going to mix everything together. You're going to mix your peanut butter and your butter, and you're going to just kind of cream that all together. Then you're going to add your powdered sugar and your 2 teaspoons of vanilla and enough milk for consistency. All right. So, but this is a really good frosting. So, done. All right, let's moving on. Let's put it together. What do we have? We have, I have a cup of peanut butter and a half a cup of softened butter. Ooh. Put your bad boy in there. Look at that. Got a little, starting to crack a little bit. That's not nice. Let's just mix them together. I think you want to make this really thoroughly mixed up. because once you start adding that powdered sugar, I think it might be harder to mix it all together. So let's make sure the bottom's scraped. All right. All right, good enough. Next, 2 cups of powdered sugar. 1. I'll just do it all at one time. I just have to be careful. Got a new one. All right. All right, got it off. What did I say, 2 teaspoons? Well, that's what it is now. It's just flavoring. So, I mean, you kind of can't go wrong with it. I guess if you added the whole bottle, you could. Let me get the milk. 3 or 4 tablespoons. So we're going to go with 1, 2, 3. We'll start with that. I'm probably going to add a lot of milk because I like it. I'm just going to whip it. Whip it good. Whip it real good. That's looking smooth. So I have my cakes. I have my, where is it? It's a cake thingy. You know, you put the dome on top. Yeah, you know. Anyhow, I put it on one of these turntable things because for me it's easier. Oh, hi. It's pretty good. It's pretty doggone good. Peanut butter frosting. Who knew? I mean, don't judge me. It's a reward for my hard work. Never mind the cake I'm eating later. So, I think the cake looks a little plain. I don't have a lot of energy left. So I thought, how about a chocolate ganache? I've never ever made ganache a day in my life. But I know it's basically you just warm up some cream or whatever and add some chocolate and pour it over. So I literally have never made it, and you're going to be the first people to witness the debacle. So I say, let's get the debacle going. What's the worst that's going to happen? It doesn't look that great? Who cares? Well, I do. I do care. I hope it looks the best. But I'm willing to let it go if it doesn't. All right, let's go. Okay, so the recipe calls for a cup of cream, which I do not have. I have half and half. So I'm using half and half. And 9 ounces of bittersweet chocolate. Don't have that either. I do have some pretty cheap, whatever it is, chocolate chips. Semi-sweet, right? So that's what I'm going to use. So I've heated up, and I've cut the recipe in half. So I'm only using 4 ounces of the chips and a half a cup of, oh, I hope this works. I hope it's hot enough. So yeah, 4 ounces of chips. Yeah, 4.5 ounces of chips and a half a cup of half and half. And it may work. It may not work because this is what I have. And I've never made it, so I don't know all the ins and outs. I don't know. It's supposed to thicken up. Maybe because I don't have real cream. It's not really thickening up. Remember, it's a wise person that learns from somebody else's mistakes. Come on. What do you think? See, look at that. I should have just like melted the chocolate. It's too runny. All right. Add more. Throw good after bad. Well, it actually is looking better. I just don't know if it'll set. Because I think that this is dissolved enough. I might have a little bit of butter. Because I think the fat has something to do with this. Either it works or it doesn't, right? Okay, so there it is. I ran out of space on my phone because that's what I do everything on is my phone. So I did add the butter to it. I did add a little bit more chocolate. I just made it to the consistency I wanted, but I knew that because I needed cream, that the fat probably had a lot to do with something. So I just poured it on top, let it try to slide down the bottom, well, down the sides. And then I found some sprinkles, and I thought, well, let's make it let me make it festive. Kind of, it was a Spanglish festive. You know, equal opportunity here. So yeah, that's what I did. And I think it's going to work. I think that's what's going to work. Because it tastes pretty good. Now, I won't want the chocolate part, so I can cut that off. But he'll love it. All right. Happy birthday, Jim.